What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering the SOFI stock. Guys, this video that I put together for you today is going to absolutely blow you away. It took me over 3 hours to prepare this video. The numbers that I'm running, they were not making sense. And I had to go back multiple times to check these numbers, guys. And these numbers are accurate, guys, of what I really believe is going to happen in 2025, which is not that long away, guys. We've already seen SoFi do excellent performance the last 2-3 years just on their earnings guidance, triple beats, guys. We're talking 10 beats in a row, and nothing has happened for the stock. No price action increase at all. Analyst re-ratings, nothing. What I think is happening right now is what I've been telling you guys that have been following me for a while, the past couple of months, is everything is going to slingshot all together at once. It's going to catch people off sides that have been hating on the stock and saying nothing will move this stock. It's going to happen so fast that if you don't have a position, you are going to miss a massive opportunity, okay? Yes, the last 2 years has been the DCAing opportunity, but there is not a high probability that that is going to last forever, because I think institutions are not going to be able, to hold back any longer, especially with these massive short positions. Institutions are going to pile in, bringing this institutional ownership up from 45 to 55% or higher in this upcoming quarter when they see the Q4 guidance. So guys, the numbers we're going to be looking at, I ran them multiple times and they're blowing my projections out of the water. Going off of what Anthony Noto said, if we get those, interest rate cuts, potentially 75 basis points in 2024, and then of course the continuous rate cuts in 2025, they are going to put their foot back on the gas in the lending segment. And also that is going to ramp up the Galileo tech platform because, all these businesses out there, all these fintechs, legacy institutions, they're going to be able to ramp up harder with lower rates as well. So you're going to see Galileo land some massive contracts, and they have likely been in talks with massive, legacy banks right now. Top five, SoFi's been in RP stages. It only takes one to land. This will definitely become the AWS of fintech. That is what people will start talking about next. But guys, I'm telling you right now, SoFi, the reason why the stock really got hammered the past 6 to 9 months is because they took their foot off the gas. They went conservative. They had to get those defaults under control. They had to let the Fed play out the rate cuts. That has already happened. We got a massive rate cut. We're going to get more. And you can already see SoFi ramping up lending, dramatically. And financial services has been carrying the weight. But if you combine financial services and lending together going into 2025 with Galileo just maintaining that 20% growth, this is it, guys. This is the grand slam year we've been waiting for. 2024 was a little bit of a pause, but everything is going to slingshot back together once. Be ready for this video, guys. It's going to blow you away. Be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get the video to 1,000 likes or more. Don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping you updated daily on all the breaking news with the SoFi stock. We got earnings in literally a week or so. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, take a look. We have SoFi's, last 5 years of performance. You can see they even put the 2019 numbers out. The company wasn't even public yet, and they didn't even go public till like mid 2020. So you can see what the growth was, okay? The growth was, absolutely insane because the revenue was so small, okay? You're going to see massive jumps in revenue growth, especially as it was an unprofitable company. Like these types of numbers, the 64% growth, the 72%, the 55%. Now that, SoFi is a company in the billions of dollar range, potentially 2.5 billion this year, you're likely not going to see, these 60% growth, 72% growth, year over year again. That's just what happens when a company becomes, so massive. But guys, once we look at what they're going to potentially, be doing as of right now, leading into Q3 and Q4, 2025 is going to be a blowout. We're going to get into that right now. And you, of course, know that 2024, they use that word transition, slowing down lending dramatically, bringing defaults down. That's why we got hammered in 2024. And you can see 72, 55, 36. We'll look at the 2024 real quick. And you can see annual revenue growth right now is projected at the 17 to 19% range. If they beat that dramatically, going into Q4, we might finish at like 22% or higher. call it a solid year because, they backed off growth dramatically. 22%. That's not exactly what you want to see. Now, if they bring that foot back on the gas Q4 and, turn the lending throttle back on, financial services maintains, and Galileo starts landing these contracts, it is going to be something out of a fairy tale book in 2025. And I'm going to show you the numbers that I'm talking about right now, starting in Q3. All right, guys, we're going to go back to Q3 2023. You can see SoFi had $531 million in revenue. And boom, guys, look at this. They made a $60 million jump quarter over quarter. Q4 was that blowout quarter, almost a $50 million profit, an 8% profit margin. This is what we want to see, guys. We want to see them jumping up 60 million quarter over quarter. That is, the number that I really, really like, that shows that they were all in on growth. And you can see what I'm talking about, us getting hammered for about 9 months in this transition year. 594 backed off, revenue went down to 581, back up, to a slight new all-time high, 597 million. There's no massive quarter over quarter jumps like we got. Well, with the guidance that they just put out recently for the Q3 earnings, I think they were getting prepared, for that, rate cut, that big one, and they got it, okay? And Q4 is going to be even more growth. So with the guidance that they put out, in that 625 to 645 million range, we know SoFi likes to hit that top end, guidance, usually beat it by 10 to $20 million. I think they're likely going to come in at $660 million, guys. That's my prediction. I'll go into, another video of, a breakdown for Q3, but 660, you're getting it right now. That's my prediction. And just look at the jump, guys, going from 600 back up to 660. You see, they're bringing back on that insane growth that you got Q3 to Q4, last year. $60 million jumps is absolutely incredible. And if you do that for an entire year, even higher potentially if we get more rate cuts, that is where you're going to get this blowout year that I'm going to show you right now. All right, guys, you can see my prediction is $660 million in revenue, and I think Q4 is going to be another blowout. I think we're going to go conservative at a $720 million, revenue number. You can see that is another 60 million. And SoFi is going to be growing members even faster, guys. Potentially 1 million members in the back end with the Q4 earnings. And I think you're going to see these quarter over quarter jumps continue to get even bigger. But let's say we just maintain these $60 million quarter over quarter jumps with every business segment flowing all at once, lending, financial services maintaining, Galileo picking up a little. You're looking at a 780 for Q1 next year, 2025, an 840, Q3 a 900, and then Q4 a 960, guys, almost at the $1 billion mark. So this will put revenue at $3.5 billion in revenue. Now let's go to see what the analysts are predicting right now on SoFi, without seeing, the Q3 numbers, not taking into account the guidance they put out for 2026 of, 60 to 80 cents EPS. You can see right here, 14 analysts next year are predicting an average estimate of $2.8 billion, guys. Do you see the numbers that I'm putting out? I'm telling you right now, I had to double check the numbers, guys. They are pricing in 16% growth for SoFi, going down from their transition year of, let's call it 22%. They're predicting a 6% decline year over year in growth. And I just do not see that by any means necessary, guys. So look at my prediction right now compared to the analyst predictions of 2.83 billion. I'm literally almost off $700 million, guys, if you look at this. 3.5 billion to 2.8 billion. If you want to run these numbers real quick with me, do it on your cell phone. Let's just do it together. We're going to do this together just to make sure these numbers are accurate. So, bust your phone out if you want. We got the 780 plus the 840 plus the 900 million plus the 960 million, guys. Look at this. This is giving you $3.48 billion. Call it 3.5 to make it very simple. This is an accurate prediction on my end, guys. These numbers are not a fugazi or fake. I think they can easily grow $60 million quarter over quarter, just like they did Q4 2023 with literally 4 million less members than what they're going to finish out this year, 2024, guys. We're going from literally, 7 million to 10 million jump. year over year, guys. So I really believe this number is accurate. That is almost a $700 million disconnection between, my stock go predictions and the Wall Street analyst predictions. There's just absolutely no way SoFi is going back from 22% to 15% growth, guys. And wait till you see what these revenue growth predictions are. I believe we're going to finish out the year at $2.5 billion, guys. If we hit the 3.5 billion mark, SoFi is still continuing to grow at 40% year over year, guys. This would be absolutely insane for 2025, guys. This would blow out any legacy bank comparison on, book value or PE ratios. The 10 to 15 times PE ratio would be the biggest fantasy, Wall Street has ever seen. These analysts that are putting out these $4, $5, $6 price target sell ratings, are going to be losing their jobs pretty soon if they don't come to reality of what's actually happening, which is SoFi is taking the market share from legacy institutions, guys. So these are my predictions for 2025. This is a very, very crazy number. And if we go back to that Q4 2023 estimate where SoFi really put on, the foot on the gas, 36% growth, and you can see the net income, they were really going for it. $47 million in net income. That gives them a profit margin of 8%. If we just tick that up very, very slightly and we go from an 8% profit margin, where they were really focusing on profitability, and we'll just bump the full year up to 10% profit margin, guys, that's going to give you $350 million of net income profitability. And if you want some price target, adjusted to the PE ratios, if you hit $20, your PE ratio will still be at about, 60x. Still pretty high, but we're still trading like a 90 to 100 right now. So it would actually come down if the stock doubles to 20 for next year. So 21 billion market cap, $30 stock, you're looking at 32 billion market cap. That's a 91x PE ratio, pretty frothy, I understand. And then a $40 price target in 2025 would be 42 billion market cap, PE ratio 114x. But with a 40% growth, guys, you're beating literally, 85% of the SaaS stocks out there, with, crazy, crazy, crazy multiples on just price to sales. Most of them are still unprofitable as well, guys. We are creating a new segment in fintech. We are going to become the gold standard in the United States for fintech. We are going to make our own PE multiple up because this really hasn't happened. You can take, Lending Club, you can take a Robinhood, they got PE ratios, but these companies are, just in their early stages of profitability. Affirm and Upstart still not even profitable as of right now. I understand Upstart was profitable 2 years ago, but that's just showing you majority of these companies aren't even profitable. So we don't even have a real PE ratio to go off of for these, fintechs growing at, these rapid rates. But guys, I think there's a possibility you're going to see 40% growth in 2025. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it, guys. I enjoyed doing this video for you. I'm going to continue to knock out more, SoFi videos for you the closer we get to earnings. So be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are going to be keeping you updated daily on the SoFi stock. Guys, I think the best terminology to use right now for the SoFi stock and Wall Street analysts is a disconnection. There was a massive disconnect on what SoFi management is telling, the world and Wall Street, and nobody is taking it seriously, guys. They are going to be ramping up growth in every single segment inside of 2025. They've already started in Q3. You're going to see these $60 million jumps once again, and don't be surprised if they knock out a potential $100 million profitable quarter in Q4. Once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you have a great day.